Does your child find it really hard to eat? Is your child really fussy with eating? Do you have to cook different meals for different members of the family? Hi, I'm Deb Hopper, occupational therapist, Amazon #1 bestselling author, and your special needs reporter. Today is part 2 of our helping kids with eating difficulties. And we have 3 tips here today to be able to help kids to feel more safe and secure in their eating that you can try tonight. Tip number 1 is to be able to help kids to feel safe and secure when they're sitting at the table. Now, sometimes kids' balance systems aren't that well developed, and so they might find it difficult to balance on the chair, or they might feel insecure because they don't like being up off the floor without their feet sitting on something. So what we need to do, and this works of treat, it's the first thing you should try with fussy eaters. We need to make sure that their body and their hip and their knees are all at 90 degrees. So what that might mean is that for kids who are in a booster seat, we might need to put a pillow or some foam behind their back so that they can come forward enough so their knees can go vertically down towards the ground. The second thing that might need to happen is we might need to put a block or a box or something heavy underneath their seat so they can rest their feet on it. Once their feet are resting on something, they feel much more secure, and so they just feel happier and more stable in their posture. And this can make a massive difference to children's eating. My second tip is to use a plain plate for putting the food on at the table. Now, lots of parents say, and I did this too when I had toddlers, I went out and I bought them their Spider-Man or their Bob the Builder plate because that was their favourite thing. And of course, if they had their favourite cartoon on the plate, then they'd want to eat. But for kids who struggle with visual processing, sometimes having the cartoon character plus the food on their plate can just look all too much, and it's visually confusing for some kids. So go out and buy a plain white plate, and then the food will be the most exciting thing on the plate, and hopefully that will help to reduce some visual overload or some visual stress and make eating easier. My third tip is to encourage kids to serve themselves. So what a great idea is to have the food each in a separate bowl on the table, and then encourage your child to serve themselves even just a little bit of food. So that would mean having the corn on one plate, having the beetroot on another plate, having everything in a separate bowl that we can then pass around the table and encourage serving. Every interaction with food is a positive one. It's a learning experience for children. So even though it will mean more washing up, it's definitely worth it. So don't forget, we've got this great little free tip sheet on our website that you can download. So I'll pop the link below in the notes. And it's tips for eating. So it's got a picture which demonstrates how to seat a child with that 90 degrees and how to have the feet supported. So grab it online and share it with your friends who are struggling as well.